This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by
Nexus Fantasy Football League.
The NFFL Fantasy Football League.
We walk alone in the unknown. We live to win another victory. We are the young, dying sons. We live to change the face of history. So yes, Nexus members, hello there. It's 90 degrees, it's hot as fuck, and it's the end of May. It's May 31st. It's going to be June tomorrow. Oh, my God. Oh, it's hot outside. Now, you're probably thinking, what is Tommy doing making a video right now? Well, we want your minds to be set on fantasy football early because it's coming. It's coming soon, you know. It's going to be here soon enough. So I want to bring up a couple of things. And again, yes, I am the commissioner, aka the smooth effect himself. Feel the effect. It's gonna happen this year. Now, if you guys don't get where I'm going with this, pretty simple. My motto is feel the effect. You know, a lot of people don't understand is that this league is kind of based on almost like wrestling. Because, you know, the Nexus is a wrestling stable no longer, but now we are the Nexus. And everybody has a different persona, a different personality, and that's what makes it interesting. And that's why this league is actually really good, because everybody has a different way to approach things, and that's what makes videos good, because we all have different personalities to put into the video, and trash talking usually comes down to that, and that's why a lot of people, that's why I think this league is really special. That's why I think a lot of people enjoy this league, because I mean, you're pretty much showing your personality and just stepping it up a little bit. Maybe you change your character a little bit. There's no such thing as baby faces or heels. You already know who you dislike and who you like. But when it comes to the start of the season, everybody doesn't like anybody. So we're not cheering for you. We're cheering for each other. We're cheering for ourselves, not for you. I don't want you winning. I want to win. That's how it's going to be. So I am known as the smooth effect, and I will throw out the effects so you're going to feel the effect. If you think about it this way, you got Alex, who's the funkier Cole Medina's. He's funky. That's his persona. He's the funky Cole Medina's. He's going to be funky this year, and he's funky air now. The Trees himself. The Trees is a persona. Okay, he's a personality. He's a high motherfucker that just smokes trees, and he just doesn't have much to say, just trees. And that's just where we get from Sean the Heartbreak Kid, Sean Rosen. I really think you should go with that, because it just fits, you know. Obviously, you got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, but I don't know, but the Heartbreak Kid, Sean Rosen has like a click to it, and it works out really well. I think you should stick with that little Heartbreak Kid thing, since you had plenty of Heartbreakers last year. That works for you. And then you got the Miracle El Karim. Dallas is in the league, and he has his own persona. He's just Dallas. That's where it comes down to. And then you got the cynical one himself. Victor's in the league, of course. He says, what would Tebow do? Well, I'm trying to think, what would Sin do? That's what I want to know. But he's got his own personality. Then you got the Elijah Blow himself, a.k.a. the Scorpio. But he's going to change his name, as what I've been told. He's just a doof. So we know that we got the doofy guy in the league. Then you got Shane motherfucking Wallace from Coney Island's finest. He will shoot your motherfucking ass if he has to. So that's just tough as shit. Then you got Irina, who's Mrs. Rogers. She's just somebody that likes Aaron Rodgers, so we know that much, and she always has something to say, fun fact, so she's I'll have you know. So that is a persona, that's her personality that brings out her team, her character, and soon to be her videos. Then you got, of course, who else? You got Lotus Flower Bomb. Sophia's in the league again. I'm guessing she's keeping the name. We don't know yet. We'll find out. But that brings out her persona as well. She just drops bombs on people, and she shocks the world. Because she shocked a lot of people last year, and then she almost made the playoffs. So you got to give the girl credit in that standpoint. Then you got Alyssa, who was the replacement. She came in and she replaced the Rumblers, aka Jamie. And she did a replacing. She took over, and she actually did pretty good. This year, I believe she's 50 Shades of Green Bay. kind of gay, but whatever. You pick your own names. I don't tell you what to pick. You want to be 50 Shades of Green Bay? Well, let's just not read the book and let's not get into some really details about the book, since I heard some stories and I don't want to get into that. Then we have the new girl. We have Sarah, who's now involved. She said Vince will fork you. She's a Patriots fan. That's her persona. She is a Patriots fan. So she's going to base a lot about the Patriots, which is fantastic because now we have things to make fun of. That automatically right there makes everything so much easier to just crack on. So that's pretty funny. Who else do we have in this league? Well, you know what? We don't have the Bound Crushers. I'm going to miss saying that, man. I'm really going to miss saying Bound Crushers because it was just fun to say. And Sirhan was actually pretty good at what he did. So we're going to have to leave it that way. But whatever, it doesn't matter. He's still the Bound Crushers. And I'm thinking we're going to have a Bound Crusher award this year. So I can say it because I really want to say it, I had a lot of fun last year saying the Bound Crushers, and now I can't say it because he's not in the league. That's his fault. So I think that's everybody. I think I broke it down on mostly all the teams. Let me bring up a couple of little facts here right now, though. We're going to start the 12 teams in 12 weeks on June 8th. For my calculations, by doing the 12 teams 12 week, each week is a different team. So from June 8th, 12 more weeks later, we're already at pretty much the middle of August, almost towards the end when it's draft time. So it's perfect timing. I'm not sure who we're going to start with yet, but I need you guys to go and sign up. Sign up on NFL Fantasy. If you go onto our page down below, you're going to see the link. Just sign up, man. It doesn't matter. Just fucking sign up, Check out what they have, actually. It's a really interesting page. There's some interesting features. I definitely say it's much better than Fox. But, check it out a little bit. But I also need you guys to sign up because, a lot of they have a little thing where they let you actually create a story and whatnot, but it's like news feed, and I'm going to update it as time goes on, so maybe that's the way you're going to find out. Obviously, on the page, you're still going to, find out your updates, but it looks cool, and I think it'd be fun to do. Another added thing is that we're having a championship belt this year for the MVP. It's actually pretty cheap, so we'll get the belt, and anybody who wins MVP during the week, when you get the MVP award, you get the belt. You're going to hold the belt for a week, and then at the end of the season, the MVP of the season, which Sean claims is the champion. It's not true, okay? It's not true. Just because you are the champion, just because you won the crown, does not make you MVP. It doesn't make you most valuable. Because you, sir, would not have won MVP last year. For the standpoint, you didn't really perform incredibly. You did great in the playoffs, so I don't consider it MVP. Irina gets MVP. She was undefeated. She beat everybody. How could you not give that person the MVP? So it's going to be based on really the most points scored. Maybe I'm probably just going to say the best record. Whoever has the best record in the league wins the MVP, and you get to hold the belt for a year. But obviously, you don't just want the MVP. You want the trophy. That's what we want. We want that trophy. You want the crown. You want your name on that trophy because you're not getting your name on your belt. Okay, because the belt's getting passed around. So we're going to definitely shoot for that. But I think the belt idea is a little more fun and makes you actually want to fight for something. And the best part is let's just hypothetically say I win MVP the first week. I am MVP. I get the belt. Next week, Sean, you win MVP. Now, as the former MVP, my job is to now hand over the belt to you. So whoever wins, you have to then hand over that belt. It's very, very demeaning. It hurts in the stomach when you have to hand over that belt because you were technically a champ and now I have to give it to you. And of course you don't want to, but that's just the point. That's what we're going to do. That's really which I'm basing on a lot. Like I said, this league is based on a lot about wrestling too. Like I said, with the personas, the belt, trash talk videos, it's almost like promos, and we do all this type of shit. So we're going to have a lot of fun this year. I think this year is going to be really, really good. We got a lot of good guys in it, and it's just going to make things more interesting. We got 12 teams this year, all right? So it's going to be a little bigger, a little more depth. I'd like to also bring up a fact about we have this new thing when it comes to decision making. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I'm decision making. What I mean is like if there's anything to do with the league itself that needs like a couple of questions, scoring system, divisions, penalties, any of this type of stuff, we're going to go to the board, not the shield, the board. The board is going to be consisted of none other than 5 individuals. The individual is obviously me, the commissioners, like themselves, the champion and the runner-up, because I feel they played the best. They deserve to be on the board. One representing the gentlemen and the other one representing the ladies. So everybody has a say, but it's not going to occur in every single little aspect on trades and everything. No, trades are going to go through me. If what I'm going to do is personally discuss with both parties and see if it's a really good reason why you want to trade. Hence the whole thing with Jamie and Irina last year, not going to happen. Okay, you're not going to just make a trade because I feel like it. No, you're going to make a trade because you honestly want to make that trade, and it's going to help you in the long run or help you at that moment any way possible. You need to give me a good reason to do it. So the board members are by right now. This is the board members: me, the commissioner; Sean the Heartbreak Kid Rosen, because he's the champion; the funky co-Medina's himself, Alex Ryan; Antoine, because he is the runner-up; Mark will be representing the gentlemen, and Irina will be representing the ladies. Now, every year this will change. Keep that in mind. It will change every single year. So, I thought about it. Let's say if we have a woman winning the championship this year. Well, that means we're going to have 2 women on the board then, because one's going to be the champ and one's representing the ladies. By representing the gentlemen and the ladies, that means I'm talking to Mark and Irina, you have to discuss with those parties and get your answer, okay? Because you got to be fair. If you're not fair, you're kicked out of the board and then we just replace you, okay? And then you're going to have an issue. So that's how the board's going to work. Everybody has a say. I want everybody to know that. You all have says. Your opinions do matter when it needs to be mattered. If I ask, then I want opinions. But don't always try to overrun stuff and don't explain to me, oh, I don't like the way this is going. I don't like how this is happening. That's not my problem, okay? That's what board discussions. Right now, we know we have a little couple of questions around the scoring system. That's not a problem. I did this last year, so, I just put the same scoring as last year. We'll sit down with the board members and discuss, and we'll see really in a voting process, what do we feel? If you have opinions, then you talk to your representative, and that's how it's going to work. Okay? I don't need everybody constantly coming to me over stuff. Okay? Because when you need to do your lineup and you can't reach me, you got to go to your representative. That's how it's going to be. You got to go to your representative. So if any of the ladies cannot do their lineup, you can try to contact me first. I have most of the power, so contact me first. I can do all the changes. If you can't reach me, ladies, get to your representative. Get in touch with your representative, and it will be her job to handle the process. Or at least get in touch with me if you guys cannot reach me. Same thing with the gentleman. If you cannot try to reach me, then you must get in touch with Mark. Sean and Alex, your power to making lineups, it's not going to happen. Okay, you're not going to do nothing to do with the lineups. You know why? Because you guys are technically champs. You got Sean as the champion, Alex as the runner-up. To me, you guys did the best. You need a little relaxation. Relax and do your own fucking lineup. Don't worry about nobody else's problem. And I think that's a good idea. But we'll discuss it with the board and see what they feel. What else did I want to get into? It's hot, man. I want to get into, oh yes, I'm sorry, trash talk videos. This year is going to be the year for trash talk videos, because last year, only 3 people really did trash talk videos. I know Mark was a part of a couple, really mostly the award shows. Irina was a part of the whole Gronk No More, but this year's going to be just a little bit interesting with trash talk videos, because everybody must do a trash talk video, at least one. And if you can't do one, at least be a part of one. You just got to be in a trash talk video. Because if you do not make a trash talk video this year, you will be penalized. Now, people may hate me for this, but I think it's fair enough. Because guess what? This is a fantasy football league. Started the league with a bunch of you guys. And there's rules, man. There's rules, strict rules too, and this is the rule itself. Number one, if you do not make a trash talk video, again, you are penalized. So you will be penalized by rank. Look at it this way. If you're number 6 going into the playoffs and you haven't made a trash talk video, you drop a rank and you become 7, and number 7 then becomes 6. I guess you may want to make a trash talk video this year, guys. Just do it. I don't care if it's 2 seconds of you going, fuck you. It's still a trash talk video. I'll take it. Okay? But you gotta do something. And I know some people, like Sophia, she's got, whatever, you work, you have time to live in Long Island, blah, 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 blah. But, you know what? You have an iPhone, fucking turn the camera, hey, fuck you, fucking Comedinas, boom, trash talk video. There's your trash talk video. Shane motherfucking Wallace from Coney Island's finest. That motherfucker lives in Coney Island. You want to do a fucking trash talk video? Hey, I live in Sheepshead Bay. I will help you. I'll just put you in a video. Even you can just sit there and be like, you Coney Island's finest motherfucker. That is a trash talk video. You're a part of it, and that's all that matters. I just need a little bit from you. But I want to see more this year. I want to see some different, different videos, people using creativity and making it interesting, and that's what I'm looking for. But again, we'll see what happens on that. Otherwise, Sean gave me his idea for the draft. We'll discuss that, because thinking about it for a little bit may not be the best idea. I discussed it with a few members of the board themselves. They are confused as shit, and whatever. We'll discuss it, because I don't know. We'll see what happens. Personally, we'll figure something out. But time is ticking, guys. So get ready. Try to figure this out. Again, time is ticking. So that's all I really wanted to say. Fucking sign up already. Let's just get everybody's name in there, because we're starting next week, the 12 for 12, and I don't know what team to start with because not everybody signed up yet. So sign up, and then we'll start the 12 for 12. And if you don't know what I'm going to do, if you ever watch ESPN First Take, it's going to be just like that. I'm the host, 2 debaters, and we talk. That's it. That's exactly how it's going to go. Each week, different debaters, and maybe the same sometimes depending on who's available. But I'd like to get at least everybody in to discuss it. So that's what I wanted to get at. I am none other than the commissioner himself, the smooth effect. Feel the effect. And I'm going to be back soon enough, because we starting 12 for 12 in a fucking week. Peace. Feel the effect.